everyone, my name is Alpha. Welcome to plummysims and welcome to another speed build. I hope you're all doing well and having such a fantastic day. So today we are building in the world of Willow and this is a family house again. But before that, I just want to tell you something that if you hear my voice sounds a bit different, that's because I think I got sore throat. Maybe the weather here is insane, has been really insane. I kid you not. It was like very hot this past couple of days and I can't. It's so hot. I mean, it doesn't look that hot lately, but it was really hot. I mean, we still have some winds, but it's like a hot winds and I don't really enjoy that. And although I drink a lot of water already, seems like it's not enough. So yeah, I kind of feel this kind of like a strange feeling on my throat. So if you hear my voice sounds a bit different, that's why. And anyway, today we are building a kind of like a generational family house, I would say. So this is a 40 by 30 lot, which is kind of a medium to large size house, or lot to be exact. And I decided just to build this type of a house that was inspired by the style for the Pancakes household house. So they have this kind of like a, I don't know how to explain this, but colonial style, I would say. I could be wrong about the style name because I'm not an architect. I know nothing about the styles, but I think it's a colonial style house. And actually I was almost naming this build as a white suburban because I mean I'm not very creative with naming the builds, but when I basically just finished with everything with the playtest and the screenshots and stuff, I googled up on Pinterest about this type of style. So turns out it was a colonial style house, not a suburban, because suburban houses don't look like this clearly and they're more like, I don't know how to explain this, but they're totally different styles. And I decided just to build something like this because I've never built anything quite like this before, like at all. I've built a lot of builds from medieval, from I don't know, even the Wild West style, and like abode style, like Spanish abode style, a lot of mid-century moderns, a lot of suburbans, but I've never built anything like this, I would say. I mean, yes, I've built this type of like a all brick house, but it's totally different than this. So it's quite exciting for me, and it took me forever to finish this build. I mean, the main reason was when I first building this, I was kind of like wanting to do this kind of like a platform situation. But if you're ever playing around with platform, which I bet you have already, you may know that platform is very glitchy. I mean, sometimes if you got lucky, it works just like a charm. It works so beautifully, and other times they're not. So when I was building this, I was kind of like doing this floor plan and stuff. So I'm noticing that the upstairs has this weird kind of like lines, like shadowy lines from the walls downstairs. So I had to change a lot of like floor plans a bunch of times. Like, I kid you not, it took me about 40 minutes to figure out the floor plan. At first, I didn't want to get rid of the platforms because I thought they looked cute. And I really wanted to do a build using the Strangerville door, which I think it's one of the coolest door ever. But it's for medium wall height, and I don't want to deal with medium wall height. I think it's a bit too, too tall, and I don't really like that. So I mean, my first idea was to have this kind of like a platform situation, but it just doesn't work as I planned. So I had to, I will say, like a little trick. So I kept the like Strangerville door on the front door. I mean, it's still there even though we have like a short wall height, but I had to kind of like hide it a little bit with some like room and platform action on the upstairs. So you will see that later on, but luckily this house is fully function. Like, I kid you not, I was so happy when I play testing this, and I just have to like change the slightest little bit so it doesn't like change that much. I mean, you won't even notice it. And on this build, I kind of decided just to make this as a generational family house. So we have like I don't know, maybe 2 grandparents over here. I mean, this house is a full household, and we have 2 parents, we have 2 kids, and we have 2 pets, which can be both dogs, both cats, or a dog and a cat. It's all up to you, because I did put the, okay, if you hear that, I'm sorry, that's just like a random motorbike like passing over my house. So we have like 2 footballs, so you can have what kind of pets do you want. Even the rodents, I think, from my first pet stuff, if you have that pack, yeah, you can do that. But if you decide just to want to have like 2 dogs, you can just delete the cat tray and cat litter box. So we have 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. So this is the downstairs bathroom, and I mean, it works also as a laundry room. And I have to mention this, but when I was playtesting this yesterday, I made my sim, you know, like doing the whole laundry thing, and I think I forgot to, you know, do the thing on the dryer. And I mean, if you download this build, you probably have some clothes on your dryer. I will make sure that I will change that before I publish this on the gallery. But in case I forget to do that, I mean, I'm so sorry. I am truly sorry. But yeah, sometimes it happens, and you can just basically like dry it, I mean, using the dryer, and then just remove it. It's just as simple as that. But if you don't want to deal with that, just get rid of the dryer, like delete it, and then buy a new one. It just works simpler, and sometimes I do that like for my playtesting moments. So on the downstairs, we have a kitchen, we have a dining, we have the hallway, I mean the entrance hallway. We also have a bedroom for the grandparents, and we have a bathroom / laundry area. So on the the left wing, we have the kitchen and dining, and on the back we have the grandparents' bedroom and the bathroom, and on the right wing over here we have the living space. And I was so struggled with doing the whole like layout for this living room, because it's so long, and I don't want to use the paranormal couch, even though I love it so much. But I have overused that, and I don't want to use it for at least a while now, even though it's so pretty. But I use it too many times. So yeah, I decided just to use the one from Spa Day over here, which I barely use. I think I've only used it like twice with this build, but seriously, it was very rare, and I think it looks so pretty, even though it looks very like clean with white colors and everything. But yeah, it works. And we also have like a fake upright piano, because I want an upright piano. Oh, and by the way, this is the bathroom for the kids. So as you can tell that we have this kind of like a platform situation, and that platform is actually the one that hit the upper part of the door. So the other part actually is hidden by the cabinets, or countertops to be exact, which is nice, and it works just fine. As I mentioned, I made my sim self like playtest this build like for 3 Sims days, which is a good amount of times. And on the upstairs over here, we have the kind of office space for the kids. So if they want to, I don't know, like gain some skill, they can use the PC over here. We have 2 kids' bedrooms. We have 2 bathrooms and the parents' bedroom. So you might tell that the floor plan is a bit strange, and that's because I just don't want to, like ruin the whole shadowy thingy, because I think I still used platform on this build. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't. But I also forgot that we have a balcony, like a huge balcony on the front of the house, and I did forget that we have that. So since I didn't put any door, I then realized that we have a huge balcony. So I decided just to work the floor plan just a little bit more. So yeah, that's why the floor plan is a bit weird, but it works. So yeah, and this is the parents' bedroom, and the parents' bedroom has a ton of windows. Like, you have no idea how many. I think 4 or 5, maybe 4 probably. And we have this kind of like a office nook over here. So I did swap the laptop area and the like desk lamp area, like vice versa. So the lamp will be on the right and the laptop will be on the left, and that was because when I play testing this, it didn't work that way. So just change it slightly, and I hope it won't bother you that much, because I think it still looks nice. And for the kids, we have, as I mentioned, 2 bedrooms over here. So I think they're both like on child age, and maybe they're just, I don't know, maybe they're very close, and maybe the older is just a few days older than the younger, maybe. And I did put quite, I don't know, like a lot of like skill building items, not that many, like on my what is that, colorful family home, I think. But it's enough. I think it's enough. We have a private journal over here, and I love using that item on any of my family builds because it brings a lot of gameplay. I mean, it's just like a book, like a homework, but it works for a lot of like age types, if that makes sense. So from kid, I think, from kid age up until like young adult, I would say, even elder, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but it works for a lot of ages. So one of the bedroom is a bit smaller than the other, but I think it's totally fine. And yeah, I think that's for the kids bedroom, I would say. I don't know, I feel like I'm not very creative with kids bedroom, because my kids bedroom, I mean my bedroom when I was a kid, was not excited at all. I mean, it's just like a plain pale blue wall with a bed, and that's it. I mean, with a, of course, like a dresser and like a desk and a chair, and that's it. It's not very exciting. It doesn't have that much clutter. I didn't have that many items when I was young, but now, looking at my room now, I mean, I have a lot of things. Like, it's just crazy how the differences are. But yeah, based on that experience, I don't know how to, like decorate kids' room very nicely and very closely. I tried my best every single time, but if it feels like not enough for you, I am so sorry, and you can always change it whichever you want. So we basically just finished with the whole interior. We're moving on to the backyard over here. So we have a decent sized pool, and we have like a lounge chairs. We have like a picnic bench on the back, which is nice. And I think I also put the monkey bar, I guess. Yeah, I think. And on the back over here, I decided just to frame it with like 2 different styles of fences. So the kind of like a semi-open one, and then the like full closed one, if that makes sense. I think the one, I mean they're both from not Get Generator, what is that? Get Together. And also I did a lot of landscaping on this build, but not like very lush. I mean, they're still very lush, but it's more like a kind of like a structured lush, if that makes sense. And I decided just to change the brick wall on the front part of the house with the like wood paneling. I think that's the word, like the white paneling with the wallpaper over that. So it's basically like seamless, so it doesn't have this kind of like a distraction, because I don't really like that when I was doing the screenshot. So I did change that, and I think it looks better than the one that we have right now. And also, that's actually the only item that from Vampire Game Pack that I use. So that wallpaper is the only one, and I totally forgot to change the wallpaper, I mean the brick wallpaper on the chimney area. So if you don't have vampire, it's totally fine. That's just the only item from that pack that I use. And yeah, and I think that's it. We just have to basically finishing up the exterior here a bit, and we're moving forward to the screenshots. So if you want to download this build, this has been up on the Sims 4 gallery. You could find it under my EA ID, which is elfathiera, or under the hashtag plummysims. You could also click the link in the description box below that will bring you to my Ko-fi website. It'll have two different links. So the first one is the gallery download link from the website gallery, and the other one is the tray files link from SimFashion. So yeah, I think that's it. I really hope you did enjoy this video. And if you do, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also make sure to be subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. And if you'd like to, you could also ring the bell so you'll be notified every single time I upload a new video. So yeah, I'm going to sign off right now. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me today and supporting my channel. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video and the screenshots. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!